Okay, we're on Nazir, Perek Vav, Mishnah Vav, 6th Mishnah, the 6th chapter of Nazir. Now, Mishnah we're going to talk about is called Tiglachat HaTum'ah. When a Nazir becomes Tamei, let's go to Psukim. Okay, the Torah says the following: When a dead person dies on the Nazir suddenly, meaning he becomes Tamei, out of his control. So, V'timei Rosh Yisro, his head becomes Tamei. Then, V'gilach Rosho b'yom taharato, b'yom hashvi'i yilgalchenu. He has to shave his head on the 7th day. U'bayom hashmini on the 8th day, Yavi shtei torim o shnei b'nei Yonah, el ha-kohen el petach omin, has to bring 2 birds. The Kohen will bring them echad chatat ve'echad le'olah, v'chiper Allah me'asher chatal l'nefesh. He sinned. His sin was the fact, even though it wasn't in his control, that he became Tamei. V'kidash et Rosho b'yom hahu, okay, and he has to sanctify his head. V'yizir l'Hashem et Tamei Nazir, v'yavi keves ben shnato le'asham. He has to bring another animal. V'yamim ha'rishonim yiplu, and he loses the first days, but he has to start over. Ki Tamei Nazir. This is what we have learned. So he has to become tahor, obviously. Okay, on the 7th day he has to shave his body. On the 8th day he brings his korbanot of tum'ah. That's what the pasuk says. So how does it work? Tiglachat tum'ah ketzad hayam hazeh bashlishi ubashvi'i. Like every person who becomes tamei, he sprinkled on him the water of the dust of the para aduma. Remember of the red cow. Like every tamei mate, that's what you have to do. And then remember we learned umegaleach bashvi'i, and that's what we learned. Go back to the psukim. Okay, and then we see bayom hashvi'i yilgalchenu. He shaves his body on the 7th day. Umevi korbanotah bashmini, and he brings his korbanot on the 8th day, and then he brings the korbanot and he starts counting again. V'im gilach bashmini. What if he shaved his body on the 8th day? Mevi korbanotah bo bayom divrei Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva says then he can bring the korbanot on that day. Amar lo Rabbi Tarfon. Rabbi Tarfon says ma ben zel mitzorah. What about a mitzorah? What's the din of a mitzorah? Dichtiv, as it says, Parashat Mitzorah, B'tiglachat Shniyah, when a person is a Mitzorah, he has to shave his body a second time. V'haya b'yom hashvi'i yigalach et kol serah. So on the 7th day he shaves all his hair. U'bayom hashmini yikach, and on the 8th day he brings his korbanot. V'kaimalan b'mitzorah. We learned about a Mitzorah, Di'im gilach b'shmini, mevi korban bat shi'i. If he shaves his head on the 8th day, then he brings his korban on the 9th day, meaning you have to wait over for a night. So, let's just use let me see if I can find my calendar thing. Right. So you have, what happened to my guy? Here, let's move it down, see if this works. Okay. So let's say he becomes Tamei on the 1st day. Well, let's say he becomes Tamei on this day. That's the 1st day of Tuma. We'll make it red so that we know that it's Tamei. He becomes Tamei on this 1st day. So he counts. He does the sprinkling. He becomes tamei here. I don't know. On the 8th day, he starts sprinkling. 1. And he becomes tamei on that day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On that day, that's the 7th day. Let's make it a 7. Okay. And then that means, so he counts 7 days. And then on the 8th day, he shaves. That's 8. But what happens if he shaves if he doesn't shave if he only shaves, we said, on the 8th day. So if he's a mitzorah, if he shaves on the 8th day, when can he bring his korbanot? If he's a mitzorah, he can only bring his korbanot on the 9th day. But if he's a Nazir, he can bring his korbanot on the 8th day. So the Mishnah says, what's the difference? Rabbi Tarfon says, what's the difference between mitzorah, that he has to bring this korbanot on the 9th day, and Nazir, he can bring it on the 8th day? Amar lo, he said, Zeh taharatot tluya biyamav. For Nazir, it's about the days. U'mitzorah taharatot tluya b'tigalachato. But for a mitzorah, it's not about the days, counting the days of Tumah. Rather, in order to become tahor, he has to shave. The shaving is part of the tahara. Ve'ena mivi korban ela im kein hayam me'orav shemesh. So, in a mitzorah, if he shaved on the 8th day, then he can do it on the 9th day. If he shaved on the 11th day, let's say he shaved for the mitzvah, for whatever reason he waited, he shaved on the 11th day. Then he can only bring his korbanot on the 12th day. Whereas for the Nazir, it doesn't matter. He can shave whenever he finishes the tahara. He can do the korbanot. If he shaves on the 8th day, he can bring the korbanot on the 8th day. If he shaves on the 7th day, then he still has to wait to the 8th day. If he shaves on the 11th day, the Nazir, he can bring his korban on the 11th day. I hope I got that right. The Nazir we're talking about. Okay, so the Mitzorah, tluya b'tiglachato. He can only shave the day after he does his tiglachat. Whereas the Nazir is tluya b'yamim, okay, with days. And as long as he gets past 7 days, the next day, the 8th day, or the 9th day, or whatever, on that day he can do his tiglachat. Made it a little more confusing than it needs to be, I think, but who knows. Comments or questions, rspolter@gmail.com. Have a great day.